Okay, so I'd like to recap this course of what kind of language is Japanese. Throughout the course, I've been introducing the main features of Japanese, especially in comparison with English. So I'd like to review all the differences that I've introduced. So first, characters, obviously, English uses alphabet and Japanese uses three sets of alphabets, kanji, hiragana, and katakana. And phonetics, of course, there are sounds are obviously different too, but another difference is stress accent versus speech accent. And word orders. English is SVO language and Japanese is SLV language. Verb first or object first. And English usually qualified things come first. So qualifying or like something to add information to nouns or verbs come before the noun or verb usually. In Japanese, it's usually the other way around. As for context dependency in English is relatively low, which means it's less dependent on the context. In Japanese, it's more high. And as you go through the process of studying the language, I think many of you have this kind of feelings, like when you're studying Japanese and trying to speak Japanese, you might feel, why not start with the verb? Verb is the main element of the sentence. Or like, why not start with conclusion? It's the conclusion is the main part. Why kind of like trying to delay the conclusion? Why not speak more directly? You are supposed to convey your thoughts and stuff. Don't expect me to try to understand you. You might feel that. That on the other hand, Japanese people try to speak English is like this. Why start with the verb? The verb is obvious. Like we can guess from the context and from the object. And why jump into the conclusion so fast? We need to fully discuss all the details, inspect all the detail before we can conclude something. And why speak so directly? You don't really say so much. I can understand you even without words. And being able to understand each other without words is more efficient than having to speak so clearly. That's how we think. Or like some people, maybe I'm a little bit extreme, but um my thing is obviously it's better not to be like that. And of course not English speakers, but Japanese people shouldn't feel like this. Because number one, asking why is completely pointless. It changes nothing. Doesn't really change the fact that you have to adjust to what it is in the language or culture. And number two, each language has its own advantage and disadvantage, maybe depending on the situation and stuff. Each language has pretty long history and they have developed over time going through some optimization. So they are how they are for a reason. So you need to understand that. And third, this is important. You can actually appreciate all the differences because the differences really give you different ideas, different ways of thinking, and really expands your world. So as you go through the process or journey of learning the language, I hope you will keep this in mind.